So we're doing 2.3, number 16A and B. And so we've already done C and D. You can check out those videos whenever you get a chance. But these are the log rules that we've been thinking about. And there's a couple more, but these are the base ones right here. And so it says, given that log base 5 of 3x plus 2, select all the functions that are equivalent to it. For each function that you selected, explain why it's equivalent. So I'm going to start off with this one right here, and I'm just going to scooch it over. And I like to not do that. So I'm going to grab this one and I'm going to put it right here, just so I have like kind of like a clear space to start with. Okay. Okay. So the very first thing that I see when I see this is I check to make sure that my logs have the same base, 5 and 5. So I'm like, okay, cool. So then this one kind of reminds me of this adding property right here, right? Yeah, this one reminds me of this adding property right here. So that means if the logs are being added, then I can condense them by writing a single log base 5, and then these two will be multiplied. These two arguments are going to be multiplied. So 125 times 25x. Okay. And my goal is to try to see if these two are equivalent. My goal is to try to see if these two are equivalent. And right now, I'm just going to tell you, it doesn't seem like it, and I'll show you why. Okay, so even though I said this is what I would do, I would actually simplify this one first. So log base 5 of 125 is saying, hey, 5 to the what gives me 125. 5 to the what gives me 125. And then I already know the answer, but I'm just going to show you. 5 to the, and someone says, oh, Ms. Johnson, it's not 2, let's try 3. Oh, it's 3. So this number here is just the number 3, right? This number right here, 3. And then if I compare it right here, I don't want a 3 there. I want it to be 2. And then this right here, well, I know that if I separate these two out, so actually I'm going to nix this whole idea. This one, sometimes you start something and you walk down the road and you're like, that the number's really big. So I noticed that that's a 3. So I'm going to pull that 3 down. And then I see that this is 25 times x. 25 times x. So that looks like this. So I'm going to spread this out even more. So I'm going to add this to log base 5 of 25 plus log base 5 of x. And so if you've been paying attention, log base 5 of 25 is just 2. So that's just the number 2, right? So then I get 3 plus 2, which is just 5. So this is 5 plus log base 5 of x. Now, first of all, that 5 is not 2, so that's not good. And then here, I'm taking the log base 5 of 3x, and here it's just x. So yeah, this is a no. This is a no. You two are not equivalent. No, you two are not equivalent. Okay. Now for this one over here, this log base 5 of 75x, I'm gonna use this rule on it to see if I can get it to be like the same. So here is log base 5 of 75x, right? So if you know about your 5s, right, you know your 5s, and I'm not talking about the multiples. I'm not talking 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's not what we're talking about here, because whenever we're talking about logs, we're talking about exponents, powers of them. So I'm not thinking of 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm thinking of 5, 25, 125, and so on. Okay. So here, when I see 75x, I'm like, ooh, there's a power of 25, a power of 5 in there. So I'm going to rewrite this. So it says log base 5 of, and I'm going to rewrite this as 25 times 3x. 25 times 3x. So I separated my 75 into 25 times 3 because that's what 75 is. And then I just kept that 3 with the x. Okay, and this is going to catch up right here. Okay. And then because I have 25 times something, I'm going to use this property here. And Shanta, you keep using this property. I know it's a property or property. Okay, so then I'm going to go with log base 5 of 25 plus log base 5 of 3x. And already I'm feeling pretty good because I see that 3x there. I see that 3x there. It looks pretty good. If this thing equals 2, then I'm done. Right? And it does, right? So this is 2. So that's a yeah. All right, hope that makes sense.